New lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
Mr. President, how do you want to see your supporters respond to this? Charlie Kirk was a big...
I should have my mic off, but hopefully you guys can still hear. Guys will have a little bit echo. Yeah, because I didn't turn off my microphone. That's why I said. Okay, now let me explain earlier on this part. This part is where he talk about the MAGA, talk about MAGA, talk about Charlie Kirk. You know, this is the one of the reason I think he deserves to be fired. On the second part, I'm going to roll up really quick. This is the second part. He try. See, this is the part how Jimmy spin the story. Okay, right here. Okay, I make sure I remember to turn off my microphone so you guys can hear. See, this is the part where president is answering the people, the first row journalists answer, and then what happened? What did Jimmy say? Let's see. What did Jimmy say?
Between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief.
Yeah, I think it's all planned out. All planned out. And I think it's all planned out. Hello, everyone. Wow, hi. Yeah, where's Ashley Tyler? Yeah, thank you. Oh, it's all planned out. Okay, have someone filming President Trump, because at the beginning of from the beginning, Trump already answered some question from journalists about Charlie Kirk, and the whole part, most of them, he is answering about Charlie Kirk. Maybe we should watch the whole thing.
New lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
Mr. President, how do you want to see your supporters respond to this? Charlie Kirk was a big advocate of nonviolence and free speech on campus. How do you want your supporters to respond, sir?
I think that way. He was an advocate of nonviolence. That's the way I'd like to see people respond.
Did you speak with his family?
Say it?
Did you speak with his family this
I
afternoon?
did. I spoke to Erica, his wife, and we had a long talk, and she's devastated. She is absolutely devastated, as you can imagine. I'd rather not say. I think progress is being made. He's an animal, total animal. And hopefully they'll have him and they'll get him. What he did is disgraceful. Charlie Kirk was a great person, a great man, great in every way, especially with youth. And what he did, what this man did, was disgraceful. So hopefully we'll have him and we will deal with him very appropriately.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks. They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty. It'll be an absolutely magnificent structure. And I just see all the trucks. We just started, so it'll get done very nicely, and it'll be one of the best anywhere in the world, actually. Thank you very much.
In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir,
This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, okay?
Do you have one favorite memory of Charlie?
Many favorite memories. He was just a great guy. I've never seen a person that was a little bit older get along so well with youth. He got along with young people. I've never seen anything like it, and he really helped me a lot. I did very well, as you know, with young people, and he was a big factor. How are you, all right?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
Are you going to go to Charlie Kirk's funeral, sir?
I will be.
You will. Do you know when that
I
will be?
believe it's in Arizona, and they've asked me to go, and I think I have an obligation to do
Do you know
that.
when that will be?
I'm hearing I hear next weekend.
After your trip?
I'm hearing next weekend.
Are you frustrated that they have not caught the perpetrator yet?
Well, I hear they're making great strides, Maggie. I hear they're making great strides. You know, they have pictures and some other things, and they found the weapon, big factor. So they're very talented people. Let's see what happens.
Mr. President,
Certainly, we hope we can do it soon.
do you have a reaction? Yes.
What is your message to other conservative influencers, podcasters, TV hosts, that they might be targeted by some of these radical groups?
Well, we have to be brave in life. You know, in all fairness, we have a life and we have to be brave. I probably shouldn't be out here talking to you, in all fairness, but we will be brave. And we have a great country. We have radical left lunatics out there, and we just have to beat the hell out of them.
Charlie was my boss.
She works for Charlie Kirk. She's Turning Point USA.
Charlie Kirk was my boss, and we're absolutely devastated. So I'm wondering if you have a message for our Turning Point USA family.
It's a great family. They're great friends of mine. He was, I would say, nobody stronger for me than Charlie Kirk. This is a devastating moment for the country. And as you know, I'm giving him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which is the biggest award outside of the Congressional Medal of Honor. That's the civilian version of the Congressional Medal of Honor, and he deserves it, and I look forward to it. I'll be going to his
Do you
funeral.
have a favorite moment? Do you have a favorite moment with Charlie Kirk?
The overall person, the persona of Charlie Kirk. I mean, he was unbelievable, especially with youth. Now, he was a young guy, but older than the people he was even catering to. I've never seen anybody have such an impact on young people.
What was going through your mind today at delivering the speech at the Pentagon? What was going through your mind?
I felt so sad. Charlie was on my mind, even though the speech was initially about Charlie, and then we went on to, September 11th. But more than anything else, Charlie was on my mind. It's very fresh and a very horrible thing. He was a great man.
Mr. President, are you planning to... What is your message to the millions of... What's your message to the millions of young Americans who feel like their voice, their political voice, was snuffed out in a group?
Just hang in there. And I think Turning Point, I spoke with Erica, wife, and they have great people in Turning Point, and I think they're going to carry it forward. And they're going to make Charlie very proud, looking down on us all. But he was incredible. He really helped me with the election, too. We won youth. We did great with young people, which really doesn't happen very often with Republican candidates. You take a look at Mitt Romney and some of these others. They did so badly, and I did so well. And Charlie was a big factor. Thank you all.
Are you planning to go to UN General Assembly?
Last week.
New lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than everything they can to score political points from it.
The first sentence, the new low of the MAGA. This is enough for MAGA to to sue ABC. And if you can remember, on January 8th, the episode January 8, 2024, Aaron Rodgers was still at Green Bay when Aaron Rodgers was talking about Epstein file, talking about Jimmy Kimmel was in Epstein file, and Jimmy Kimmel was mad, and he started doing like 10 minutes of monologue to return fire. We will call return fire against Aaron Rodgers. People doesn't remember that Jimmy Kimmel is such an asshole. Okay, let me refresh your mind. Here you go. Let me turn off my mic.
Someone is Donald Trump. Even a person who lies from the minute he wakes up until the minute he's smearing orange makeup on his My Pillow at night, even he deserves that consideration. And we give it to him because the truth still matters. And when I do get something wrong, which happens on rare occasions, you know what I do? I apologize for it, which is what Aaron Rodgers should do, which is what a decent person would do, but I bet he won't. If he does, you know what I'll do? I'll accept his apology and move on. But he probably won't do that. My guess is he won't apologize. I hope I'm wrong. That's how I think it will go. And I know you guys here in this audience, most if not all of you are on my...
Well, see, I don't think he will apologize too. Is he going to apologize to Erica Kirk? I don't think he will apologize. So we'll see. Okay. This is the fact about this asshole. How can people clap? How can people laugh? Okay, I don't think it's the real laugh. Sometimes, if you have been those shows, they will hold up the sign, tell people to clap, tell people to laugh, and stuff like that. So that's why I never go to those kind of shows. Okay. And he mocked Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers against vaccination. Okay. And because of that, he also mocked Aaron Rodgers. So now, recently, just today, the White House, President Trump has the new thing. Let me double check. The medical and scientific. See? He think he is scientific. He think he knows. Jimmy Kimmel know nothing. Okay? And that's why I put this hat on. The only reason maybe he has to putting that MAGA hat on Jimmy Kimmel is a sign of him repent. Okay. We MAGA are very forgiving people. Okay. As long as he can come out, apologize, and stop mocking everything President Trump doing is wrong to him, because we have no proof he's a pedophile. Okay, but one thing, he's DEI hire. The only reason, okay, he can't find a job. I don't think he can find any other job. See, he is not talented. See, Bill Maher, those are talented people. They can go to HBO, they can go to another channel, they still can success. They even possibly make more money, make more money than stay in ABC. And because ABC fire Bill Maher, the political correctness, if you're old enough, you know that show, okay? Then that's how Jimmy Kimmel get the job. I'm American. How can an American be deported? See, whole bunch of races here. I'm a sound American. Is there such thing as sound American? Okay, only races have such term. You sound American. You don't sound American. American is American. American has a, as long as I have the U.S. passport, I am American. Okay. So see, whole bunch of races in the comment. It's very funny. I go to, never mind. I got to move on because I don't want to take too long. Okay, because so stupid. Now let's watch, because this very important. The next one is about the medical and scientific for the children, okay? Jimmy Kimmel mark anything from Trump, okay? So I hope he don't do this on the children's. He even done that to a murder. So that's who is the new low. Jimmy Kimmel is the new low. Okay. Jimmy Kimmel is a new low. Racist call racist. How can racist call racist? Respond to other racist comment.